Greetings, everybody. This is Tim Olmsted, and as you may know, I'm one of the 5 Tergar instructors. And I wanted to take a moment to invite you to one of the retreats that's coming up online this summer called Nectar the Path, Teachings on the Path of Awakening. And of course, we're going to be alone, as really we all are in most retreats, but we're completely separated this year, of course. But you'll be joined by hundreds of others who will be tuning in from all around the world. And we'll have a chance to get a lot of direct instruction from Mingyur Rinpoche, as well as plenty of guidance and opportunity to meditate, and then opportunities to share your experience and to ask questions in discussion groups that will be held throughout the retreat. So it's a little bit odd because we're not going to be together, but you'll have a full retreat and it'll be completely enriching as always. So I wanted to say just a few words about this practice that is the basis of the retreat. I can remember, I think it was 2010, when Mingyur Rinpoche called us into his bedroom and said, "Look what I've done." And he presented what is the Nectar of the Path meditation practice. And we didn't know at the moment that he was just about to go on his 4.5-year wandering retreat. But he wrote this practice so that of course in his absence, but also at any time for any of us, this would be a way to keep in touch with and to enhance our understanding of the key principles of the meditation path, the key principles of awareness, of compassion, and wisdom. So in this beautiful short practice, it's all here. All the key paradigms of an authentic path altogether are right here. So I wanted to say just a few things about the sort of structure and the nature of Nectar of the Path, just to give you a little bit of background. So this is written in the form of a full, what we call a sadhana. And a sadhana has all the key components to a full meditation session or a full meditation practice. Even though it's short, it contains everything. So, and on top of that, we're going to be bringing, in the practice, we're going to be bringing to bear all the various natural sort of aspects of our body, our speech, and mind. We're going to be using imagination during the practice because we're imagining certain things as we do the practice. We're going to be using our voice because both we recite certain things in the practice, but also there's times when we recite mantras. So we're using our voice. And then we're going to use our mind both in terms of contemplating and understanding the nature of the practice and the meaning of the practice as we do it, but also sort of ultimately the practice that leads us back to our own wisdom nature. And so we're using our mind. So all the key components are there. And then in terms of the practice itself, I'll say just a few things. The first is that it starts with what we refer to as the 4 thoughts or the 4 contemplations that bring us to the path or bring us to meditation at all, the sort of reason we're there. And so we remind ourselves of these as we begin. And the first is, it's a reminder of how remarkable this beautiful life is that we have and an encouragement to make use of it. And the second is, even though we have this life, a reminder that we don't know how long it's going to be and that it's constantly changing and moving, and now is a good time to sort of get it together. So this is the encouragement to make this life meaningful and to do it now. And the third is a discussion or a reminder of the nature of cause and effect. So it reminds us that whatever we do with our body, our speech, and our mind has consequence, and therefore to be discerning so that we use that in a way that's beneficial to ourselves and others. And the third is the reminder that until mind is tamed and mind has discovered its own basic qualities, until then, there will always be some sort of dissatisfaction. So it's an encouragement to pick up the path, basically. And then what we're going to do is we orient ourselves towards a person teaching and a community that is authentic and can support us along the way. So this is what we refer to as the objects of refuge. And so we bring to mind the Buddha as an example of someone who has used their life and brought it to full fulfillment and used their life well. And so we use the Buddha as an example. And the second is the teachings. The teachings are actually what the Buddha taught and are the instructions of how to follow the path. And so they're reliable, and so we use them as guidance. And so this is the second principle of the Dharma itself. And the third is that in any journey, particularly a profound journey, we need companions. And our companions are the Sangha. The Sangha of those who have used this path and practices like this to bring their life to fulfillment. And we use the Sangha as companions along the way. And then, having done that, we set the whole practice in a profound aspiration to use this practice so that we can bring out the depths of our own awareness and the compassion and wisdom, so that we can truly benefit our others and truly benefit ourselves, and in doing so make it possible to impact the world positively. So this is what we refer to as arousing bodhicitta. And then the main part of the practice is that we use that we bring to our imagination and we bring to our mind, a wisdom teacher, a wisdom lineage, or any sort of wisdom principle that we find to be authentic and inspiring. We bring that to mind, and through the practice itself, we mingle our mind with that wisdom principle. So this is the essence of the practice again, is to use this practice to bring ourselves back, or to discover, perhaps for the first time, our innate wisdom qualities, and in discovering it, become familiar with those qualities, and then eventually to sort of inhabit those qualities together. So this is how the path goes, sort of on the long view, but this practice is a perfect practice to carry us all the way along. And then, of course, at the end of the practice, as we always do, we offer whatever virtue, whatever goodness came from this, we offer it up to the benefit of everyone. So again, this practice is short, it's beautifully written, it's accessible, and again, it holds all the profound and key components that we need to move along the path. So I think that you will find it, those of you who are new will find it incredibly helpful and interesting and inspiring. And those of you who have been students for a long time, meditators for a long time, you'll appreciate the fact that all of the methods of meditation are embedded right in this simple and elegant practice. So those are just some thoughts I wanted to share, and most of all, I wanted to invite you to come along, and I hope to see you then.